Hello there and welcome to Minecraft. Today we are going to build our ship. We're going to continue on our project ship. I'm sorry that we didn't complete the hull last episode, so that's what we are going to do now. I just didn't have much time, but the episode was long enough, so yeah. Now we are going to do the front bit. That is going to be very hard, trust me. I had to redo this front part millions of times because it just didn't look right. So yeah, with the smooth technique and the how to make circle or arch technique, I'm going to build this front, and as you can see I'm doing it right now. Now again, I'm not using shaders because we cannot see anything underwater, so if anyone wants to see shaders, then go check out my video where I'm making tank. I will leave a link in the description. Now the way I'm making front is very simple. I'm just following the lines. Remember the first layer that we did with the making arc in the first episode? Well, I'm just copying that first layer onto the lower parts, but I'm making sure that I make that layer small, that shape smaller and smaller so it can fit the lower layers. As you can see, just following the lines, very simple, making it a bit smaller every time I come to the lower level. And that's how you make fronts. What an explanation. There you go, the block replacing has started. Hey, there's a fellow squid. Get away.
There's a fellow squid. Get away.
Now if you think that I'm building this fast, don't be silly. I'm actually doing it. I've edited this video, I've fast forwarded it like 300 times. So it's actually fast, you know. It would take a long time to actually build this front. Now you can skip this part, this like 1 or 2 minutes of video, because if you're not interested into making of this hull front end. If you've seen the back end, then you don't need to see the front. If you're interested, you can watch it, but I just leave it in the videos if anyone is interested in how I made the front. You know, so if someone wants to copy the front or something like that. And with those blocks placed, we finish our hull. It's very smooth, but it's not enough. Can you notice what's wrong with it? Well, as you can see, front is still blocky at the higher level, so gotta smooth it up a little bit. Oh god, here comes the problem. Gotta make it smooth. What's smoothing, you may ask? Well, it's a simple technique by removing blocks where you think there's just two sharp edges. For those who actually, oh my god, watched my earlier videos, will know what about this term of smooth line, smooth arc. This arc is going to be the same shape as the shape of the line on the skeleton. So yeah, I'm going to follow that line to make it look more realistic and more smooth and beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Let's talk about time. Yay! How much time do you think this hull took me to build? It took me about 3.5 hours to just build this hull because there is a lot of work. And the thing is, if you want to build huge builds like these, then you need to, well, how would I say it, spend a lot of time on Minecraft placing blocks. I've seen many things. Oh god. Anyway, let's continue. But hey, you gotta do what you love, don't you? This trick is... oh my god, I just wanted to say this trick is building. No, this build is tricky because everything you do on one side you need to copy exactly on other side. Now one tip I have for you guys is, if you don't have this mod World Edit, then how to copy one side to the other side and make it look similar. Well, you can go around the whole object all the way, you know, change your sides to check where you placed blocks, but you can go inside the object you just built and take a look from there, from that perspective. Take a look at blocks on the right side and take a look on the blocks on the left side, so you can compare them and fix anything that is placed wrong. And there you have it, one finished hull of a big ship. But there is one thing that we didn't do, and that is, right, the most boring part there, is to remove water. Now I'm gonna use World Edit because that's how I'm going to remove a lot of water, by just selecting an area with a wooden axe that you get with the //1 command, and then I selected, as you can see, one area and just write set 0, and 0 is the air block. Now I will show you the old-fashioned way, because even World Edit couldn't help me with this shape. You know, World Edit can select straight square shapes, but cannot select this kind of shape. Now for the old technique I'm using replace water block with another block technique. It's, wow, very creative name, isn't it? It's very simply, instead of water you place another block, for example stone, and when you remove that block there won't be water there anymore, it will be just air. Now I'm using sand because only sand and gravel can fall. That means that I don't have to go down to the bottom of the hull of a ship, because blocks will fall down to the bottom, and then I will just remove it with the World Edit, or you can remove it with your hand, you know, old classic technique. So yeah, and I don't like going into water because it's just very slow and it's very dark and it's just now to put sandbox faster I'm using brush tool. I selected, I think it's like 3 blocks wide, and sand of course, and I place it. Now be careful with the brush tool here, because if you place a sphere of sand close to the hull itself, it will actually remove the quartz block and it will fall through it, so it will make a hole. If that happens, just write / undo and everything will be good. And those blocks that you cannot fill with the brush, then those blocks you will fill just with hand, manually. And for the end I'm going to use the replace command. Simply by selecting an area and writing replace, you will replace one type of block with another. So in this case I'm going to replace sand with air. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. A finished front and emptied. Now we gotta do all that same stuff back there, on the back side. So yeah, let's do it. Oh god, I'm actually enjoying this, guys. I'm just kidding with you. But just this part is kind of boring. Just placing blocks over and over and over again to remove water is kind of boring, you know. But good times will come, and yeah, this is the only boring part. Trust me, okay? Other things are going to be interesting. And there we have it. That's going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, hopefully you learned something from it, and tell me what you think about it. Have any suggestions, say it in the comments. I've been Nextron, this game is Minecraft. Give a like if you liked the episode, and don't forget to subscribe for more. By subscribing you support me, and you will be notified every day about my newer videos, and it's free, so yeah, do it if you want. So yeah, that'll be it. I'm Nextron, and see you. Bye.